Okay, now there's a small detail that I didn't actually pick up. I said that the maturity date of the mortgage was 2016. It actually is 2013. So, which means that it is actually no longer a non-current asset. Okay, so the maturity date was 30th of November. So we're actually going to have to pay that mortgage in the next year. So we need to put it in our non-current liabilities, and there will no longer be any non-current liabilities for us. So our mortgage actually needs to go in here. We'll still leave its note in it, but we're going to actually have to pay that mortgage in this coming year. So the mortgage of $60,000 is actually having to be paid in this current year. So we're now going to get our total liabilities. Because our non-current liabilities, there's none of those because our mortgage is actually due on the 30th of November 2013. So let's total up our total liabilities. So you need to watch for that. Check your date for your mortgage, because if it's in the next year, it's no longer a non-current liability, but a current liability. Okay, so 95,600. Just going to check that that's correct. Always pays to double check your calculations. Plus 4,000, plus 1,300. And now we're going to work out our net assets. Okay, so our net assets is our total assets minus our total liabilities. Okay, I'm just going to shift this up a wee bit. Otherwise, we're not going to fit in my equity stuff. So total liabilities of 95,600. And so we're going to take these away from each other. So less or subtract them to get our net assets. Okay, so now you may not have to do a complete statement of financial position. You might just have to do part of it. So it pays to actually practice doing a full one and a part one. Right, the last part that we've got to do is our equity. So we're going to start with our opening capital, which comes from our statement. So it's 190,000. So I'm going to put that in. We're going to plus any profit from the year. So this comes from our profit, any profit or loss for the year. And that will come from our income statement. And in this case, I haven't calculated that, so we're just going to leave that. I should have calculated it, but I haven't done that. We'd have to add up all our income and take away all our expenses, which I might do in just a moment, but let's just pop in the things that we need. We take away our drawings. Take away our drawings of 59,000, and then our closing capital should be the same. So these two should be the same. Okay, so our closing capital should be the same as our net assets. Okay, but to work this out, we're going to have to work out our profit. So let me just calculate that. So just get that. Right, so we're going to start with all our income. So we've got dividends received of 2,200 plus sales of 725,000 plus gain on sale of 1,000. So a total income is 728,200. So just put that over here. Well, actually, we could do a rough income statement. So we would have started with sales of 725,000. We would take away our cost of goods sold and any sales returns. So in our case, our cost of goods sold is 434,000. Then we'd add on our other income, which is gain on sale and dividends received. So we would add on 1,000 plus 2,200, 3,200. And then we'd take away all our expenses. And remember, our expenses in this case will be divided up into our distribution expenses. So all those expenses related to getting the business set up, selling the goods, and then we would have our administrative. Okay, and then we would have our finance costs. Okay, so I'm not sure how well this is going to work out because I'm just doing rough numbers. So hopefully I'll get it right. So at the moment I'm just adding up all the expenses. So I've got 205,200. Right, let's see what our profit comes to. So 725,000 minus our cost of goods sold plus our other income minus our total expenses. So I'm saying our profit is 89,000. Let's have a look and see if I can come to the right one. So we start with our opening capital of 190,000. We add on our profit of 89,000 minus 59,000 for that, and we get 220,000. So we get it correct. Well done. Okay, and so there goes how we do a statement of financial position. So our net assets equal our closing capital. Okay, so the only way to really learn this, again, is practice. Practice and more practice, and maybe setting up a few where you practice writing what goes into them, setting up some blank frameworks. So that ends the statement of financial position.